Hi guys, it's David here from Love to Coach and I. First of all, I just want to say thank you for dropping in the channel again. This is just a wee training session that we did this morning. This is my son, so we weren't breaking any COVID regulations or anything. It was just out to get a bit of exercise, and I suppose he hasn't kicked a ball in months really, so it was good for both of us mentally to get out and get sort of stimulated and into the fresh air and do what we love doing best. We are doing, this is Daniel just running through his when we warm up there. He's getting lots of wee touches, dribbling, all left foot, all right foot, inside, outside, rollovers and stuff. You'll see how windy it is because the camera actually hits the deck here, and I think the camera fell over about 8 times during this session, so it was definitely a challenging situation. So yeah, we have new balls today, which I'm doing a wee bit of a review on, so I'm just showing you the balls there. In this wee drill, basically what we're doing is just getting lots and lots of repetition on left foot and right foot. It's more passing really than shooting. He does usually build up into striking the ball a lot further or firmer as we run through this, but basically he's just stepping into the ball, checking back out around me and back in and sliding the ball into the same side that he's actually coming out from. So again, like I say, it's just a very simple wee warm-up, but it's great because you get loads and loads of touches, loads of repetition, and actually there's quite a bit of movement involved in this wee drill. This is effectively the exact same drill, same movement. The only difference is he's striking across goal this time, so when he comes over my right shoulder, he's finishing in the left hand side, and vice versa. Again, lots of wee movement, getting loads and loads of repetition, right foot, left foot, really important to make sure that whatever we do, if we're doing passing, if we're doing shooting, that we're constantly working on both feet. So this is just another wee finishing session here where basically Daniel's playing the pass into me, I'm just setting it out, and he's finishing into the side that I'm calling out. So it isn't just random finishes. He does have to think about where his touch is taking him, body shape, opening up his hips and making them little adjustments so that he's finishing to the side that I'm actually calling out. So you'll see, like I say, there's a yellow and an orange slalom pole, and he has to finish the ball to that side, whichever I'm calling out. So now we've moved over to the left hand side of the goals. We're looking at it, and what we're working on is getting that whip finish to get into the side netting, or just hopefully paying off, just clip off the post and in just beyond the goalkeeper's reach. So the real focus on this was making sure to get Daniel to really commit to the strike, because if you hit the ball half-heartedly, you will not get the rotation on the ball which curls it in. So it's all about really being committed to the finish and not being scared to miss. So at this stage we've moved centrally again. We're just working on the edge of the D there, and we're really working on his back foot receiving, opening his body out and shaping up them hips so that we can get the finish required. Now I'm still calling out the colours, so he is having to make some late adjustments as well, so it's really good for balance and basically making it a bit more game realistic. That's the pressure on this wee drill, is the late decision making. Daniel plays as a centre midfielder, so like I say, a lot of his chances are going to be around the 18, more central. Wouldn't really expect him to be too wide. So he's going to see a lot of movement like this in his game, even where he runs over the ball there and takes a touch out and finishes across his body. that's the type of goals that we're looking to try and get into Daniel's game. Okay, so we're back on the left hand side of the 18-yard. We're working on that shaped finish into the far side of the goal. This is probably one of Daniel's favourite type of finishes. He seems to be fairly proficient at it, or very proficient at it, certainly more than I am. But we are still really nailing down on the detail, which is, for me, it's really about him being really positive and attacking the ball and not being frightened to miss, because if he gets that whip, to generate that whip, he's got to believe and strike through the ball. So really important that in situations like that, it's not concern about missing, but you see it as a great opportunity to score a great goal. So as we've said, what we do in the right foot, we do in the left foot. So I've brought this shot in slightly closer because for me it's important to train for success. There's no point trying to get him to shoot from the outside of the 18-yard box and the ball literally just about reaching the goal. So we brought him in about 3 yards, and so we can see a lot more success in the finishing. And it's the same priority we're looking at. If you watch, he's a little bit hesitant on striking with his left foot because he in his head, he knows it's his weak foot. And what I'm really trying to say to him is, look, you don't have any doubts about what you're trying to do here. Don't see it as a concern that this is falling to your left foot, but moreover, think about it as an opportunity to go and get in and get a goal. And don't even be thinking about what side you're striking the ball on. It is more difficult because naturally his body's better balanced onto his right hand side, but we're working on the basics. Where his standing foot's going, is he opening his hips up properly? Is he striking through the ball, and is he really attacking the ball? So we need to nail down the absolute basics, but we also have to get him to feel confident every time he approaches the ball and to be excited almost as this is a great opportunity for me to get a finish. So just to touch on why we actually do these wee bounce passes before we actually shoot, really it's to bring a bit of unpredictability about it, because I don't give him any verbal cues as to when I'm going to lay the ball off. So he has to react like a trigger to my body shape and me setting the ball. And it's just, again, it's to make it a bit more game realistic, because it's a bit more unpredictable than literally me just setting a ball in or just rolling a ball out to him. He has to react to my body shape. I suppose getting him used to reacting to triggers just like he would do in a real match. So that's the session, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. It was great to get back out onto the pitch again. If you enjoyed it, please give me a wee like, and if you want to see some more videos, please give me a subscribe. I'm sorry I couldn't put the audio from the actual session up, but like I say, the wind was horrendous. You just could not have listened to it. But appreciate your time. Thanks again for watching. This is David Courtney from Love to Coach NI.